Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, and shout out to everybody who is holding. You guys have balls of steel. This is the Crypto Jeb Show. This is Coffee and Crypto. I don't even know. We were supposed to go live 20 minutes from now. We don't even have a live stream thumbnail set up, guys, but Bitcoin is falling through the freaking floor, and we're about to talk about that. Shout out to everybody I have in the room here. Unmute yourself and say hello, Dasa.
What's going on, stream? How you guys doing?
That's Dasa, our producer. He'll be helping us to run this stream today. Smay, would you like to say hello? Smay is here moderating the chat. You will see him in chat. Guys, we're not going to spend too much time fooling around. I want to answer any questions, but we're about to jump straight onto the chart because I know you guys are wondering what on earth is happening to Bitcoin right now. We're going to be talking about all of that and more in today's live stream. I'm going to be assuaging any fears you may have about where Bitcoin is and where Bitcoin is going. By the end of this stream, you're going to have a much better understanding of where we are, where we're going, and how you should be responding to this gigantic crash on Bitcoin. Going to throw it back to chat for just a second, and then we're going to jump straight onto the chart. I hope you guys are doing well. Bitcoin is not dying. I promise you, we are fine. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. As I said, do not get fearful. Do not fret. Guys, there's nothing to worry about. This is a normal correction. It is one that has most certainly needed to happen. And in fact, we are going to jump straight on over to the chart and not waste any more time. We had talked about doing some blank-to-bank technical analysis on Bitcoin today, but right now things are moving so quickly that I'm going to forego that, and we might come back to it in a little bit. I want to jump down to the hourly chart and show you guys what's going on Bitcoin, because just a couple of hours ago, literally only about 24 hours ago, we hit a new all-time high figure of $58,348. And just a couple of minutes ago, Bitcoin pulled all the way back to a new support level of $48,000. That means in the course of 19 hours, we pulled back $10,000, 17%. In fact, guys, this very well may be the largest correction by dollar amount that we have ever seen in this amount of time in the history of Bitcoin. We just had a gigantic correction. So the obvious question on the block right now is Bitcoin about to have an even bigger correction? Are we entering a massive downtrend that's going to result in a big bear market? Where does Bitcoin go from here? Well, guys, we need to remember that when we are looking at these charts, we don't want to get crazy. We do not want to get fearful. We do not want to let our emotions dictate how we work in this market. We want to make sure that we're being calm, that we're being rational, and that we're listening to our intuition. We're listening to our gut. If our gut is saying, hey, Jeb, feels like the market's about to go into a big bear market, let's listen to that and analyze that, but let's not be dictated by our emotions. So with that in mind, I want to see if there are any major questions in the comments section right now in the chat, and we're going to look at the technical analysis, and we're going to see, is this something that we should actually be scared of? I don't think it is, but we are going to talk about that. Someone said, but why is it happening? Great question. I have a theory as to why this is happening. I'm going to show you here in a little bit. We must have corrections off your computers. Yes, we have to have corrections, guys. That's a very, very healthy thing to do. Diamond hands, guys. Exactly. Have those diamond hands. Remember, whenever you see a big correction on Bitcoin like this, has anything fundamentally changed? Has anything really changed on Bitcoin? Or is Bitcoin just correcting because we got overextended and we rallied something like 300, 400% in the last 3 or 4 months? What is the main reason for this correction? Good question, guys. Fire sale, someone said. Absolutely. Guys, this is something that I'm not going to say I told you so, but I'm kind of going to say I told you so. I've been saying for a while we've needed a big correction. Give me a 1 in the chat if you remember me saying this. I've been saying this for a while. Bitcoin's been rallying for a long time. Cardano's been rallying for a long time. Ethereum's been rallying for a long time. Polkadot's been rallying for a long time. All of these cryptocurrencies have been rallying for a long time. They needed to correct. They needed to reset. In fact, Dasa, didn't I just say right before we started streaming that?
He did indeed say right before we started streaming that I was about to jump back hard.
Yeah, I was really kind of concerned about that Bitcoin was about to go into a big correction. In fact, our working title for this stream, I'll go ahead and read it to you, was, let's see here. It was Bitcoin and Ethereum heading for huge downtrends. That was question mark. That was the title of this stream. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump straight back onto the chart. I know you guys are wondering why this is happening. I know you guys are wondering what is going on Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and look at it. The first thing we have to do, guys, is remember, we have to have context for everything we do in cryptocurrency markets. We have to not take things out of context and say, oh my gosh, a giant correction is happening. The world is ending. What are we going to do? We can't look at the market like that. We have to look at the market in context and understand what we are doing when we are looking at our technical analysis. So with that in mind, looking on the daily chart, let's get some context as to what Bitcoin has done in the year of 2020 and moving on into 2021. Oh, that's right. In 347 days, Bitcoin rallied 1,365%. Oh, that's right. Even considering this correction we just have, Bitcoin has rallied 1,150% in the last 346 days. Oh, that's right. Ever since the beginning of 2021, Bitcoin has rallied. Let's see here. Bitcoin has rallied, even with this correction, 67%. 3 months ago today, Bitcoin was trading below $20,000, and here we are using $50,000 as a support level. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're hyped about Bitcoin being at $50,000, even if we just corrected $10,000 in the last 19 hours. By the way, if you're new here, guys, our mission on this channel is to help you find financial freedom so that you're not a slave to money anymore. If you're interested in that mission, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We post content here every single weekday. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So, the reason that Bitcoin is correcting, I'll go ahead and tell you my theory as to why Bitcoin is correcting. The reason is very simple, guys. We've just gone into a massive rally, and Bitcoin needs to correct. This is healthy. This is not a bad thing for the market. In fact, this is a very good thing for the market. I want to see Bitcoin correct. I want to see Bitcoin pull back $10,000 in 19 hours. Why? Because if Bitcoin doesn't do that, whenever it eventually happens, because big corrections do eventually happen, when those big corrections happen, they are a lot bigger. The reason this is a $10,000 correction and not a $3,000 correction is because we haven't had one of these big flash dumps in the last 3 months. This is the first time it's happened. Eventually, something breaks the camel's back. And right now, we just saw that final straw get set on top of the camel's back. It was just broken. Does that mean we are out of this bull market? No. Does it mean the uptrend is over? No. But does it mean that we are correcting? Yes. And I'll show you where we corrected to, because this is where our technical analysis comes into play. Guys, the 20 exponential moving average is sitting right here. If you've watched any of our blank to bank technical analysis, you will be familiar with the 20 EMA. And if you're in CT2A, you're familiar with it also. That, my friends, is exactly where we pulled back to just a couple of hours ago. In fact, just a couple of minutes ago, we pulled back to $47,800 or so. That is exactly where that 20 exponential moving average is. That makes a lot of sense, guys, because if we look down here on the hourly chart, we are also bouncing right around the $50,000 support level. We can go ahead and draw a flat level of support at 50K. I'll go ahead and double click this and set our coordinates to $50,000. Let's try and do that correctly. 60. I can't type today, guys. I'm just so excited about this dump. We have such a good deal going on. Let's look down on the 15-minute chart. You're going to see a lot of this bounce down here on 15-minute was right around $50,000. What we have just done is we have confirmed the power of $50,000 as a support level. Remember, just a couple of days ago, that was our major resistance level. Remember, this level right here, this one right here, $50,000 back on the 17th of February, 5 days ago, was all-time high for Bitcoin, and now we are using it as support. It is not a bad thing that Bitcoin corrected this far this quick. In fact, it's a very good thing. Why is it a very good thing? I'm going to go to full screen to tell you. The reason it's a very good thing is because, listen very closely, everyone who just sold Bitcoin were the weak hands. What are we, guys? We're the diamond hands. We're the strong hands.
Diamond hands, baby! Diamond hands,
guys.
baby!
Diamond hands. Balls of steel. Let's do this. Diamond hands, guys. Diamond hands. What has fundamentally changed on Bitcoin? Nothing. Nothing has fundamentally changed on Bitcoin. What has changed is everybody who was scared of this bull market has just sold and they've just exited. And guess what? The bulls were able to maintain support at $50,000. I am not trying to spin a bearish news story into a bullish news story. What I am doing is I'm giving you context and I'm showing you what this means for the cryptocurrency market. Does this mean that Bitcoin's about to go into a gigantic bear market and the bull market's over? Maybe. I don't think so. And I think this is a very bullish thing for Bitcoin. Remember, guys, $42,000 is a strong level of support also. If we start falling, we have support there too. There is a lot of support right here because we've been trading sideways for the last 2 months the same way I've told you that we need to. Bitcoin needs to build that VPVR support up here. It needs to build support in this area so that we can use it as a launching pad for future endeavors up to 100K. We made a price target on this channel of $75,000 for Bitcoin before the end of August. I think that is going to come true. However, as I have said in many videos and live streams lately, Bitcoin has rallied too far, too quickly, and at some point, we didn't know exactly when because, quite frankly, the technical analysis didn't say it was going to happen today, but the technical analysis and we have been saying that at some point, we were going to need to have a correction. It needed to happen. Sometimes you don't know when it's going to happen. Sometimes it's going to come out of nowhere. You don't know which straw is going to break the camel's back, but you know the camel can only take so much. And I could see that camel being exasperated. It was saying, gosh, I need a chance to rest. We kept dropping straws on it. We kept pushing that price higher, and eventually the camel had his back broken. And right now we're in the market for a new camel, but there are plenty of camels out there, guys. This is a weird analogy, but bear with me. I'm trying. Anyway, I'm going to throw back to chat here for a second. 1,400 viewers in chat. If you're enjoying this stream, hit the like button. It's totally free. And by the way, the reason we make content here here on this channel is because we want to help you achieve financial freedom. That doesn't mean that we're out to make you rich. I'm not out to make you a millionaire, but I am out to make you independent of money. I am out to make you not have to worry about money. I am out to make you able to live your life in a way that you don't have to be worried about money every single day, because I've seen what financial slavery looks like. I've seen what financial freedom looks like, and believe me, you want that financial freedom. If that's a mission you can get behind, smash that subscribe button. We post content daily here. Going to talk to chat here for a second. We just threw pretty much our entire stream script out the window. We're going to talk about Ethereum here in a little bit, but I want to go ahead and do some questions and answers. Anything you guys want me to cover, now would be the time. Cold roll balls of steel. I like that. Mega steel balls. Love it. Give me a 1 in chat if you guys have steel balls or steel ovaries. You know, it's one or the other. It's right. Come on, Dasa, right? Money moves. Heck yeah, guys. What's going on, Jeb? What's going on is that our portfolio is pulling back, but our confidence in this bull market is increasing. Why? Because, again, the bulls needed time to correct. The bulls needed to take a breath. The bulls needed to chill out, and so, too, do we need to chill out. We don't need to get freaked out about this. There is no technical or fundamental reason for us to go into a bear market right now. There is, however, technical and fundamental reasons that we need a correction, and there are, however, technical and fundamental reasons that we are going to continue a bull market. Adoption on Bitcoin is exploding right now. So the fact that we pulled back 10%, what does that mean? That means that Bitcoin was overextended. Does that mean we're leaving the bull market? No, not necessarily. It does not mean that. Could it mean that? Maybe. I don't think that's what the technicals and the fundamentals are saying to us right now. Steel balls and hearts too. Awesome. Can I talk about Ethereum? Yes, I can talk about Ethereum. I will talk about Ethereum here in a little bit. Shout out to everybody in chat. Like I said, if you are interested in financial freedom, that is something that we are very much interested in helping you with. Smash that like button if you haven't already, and consider subscribing to the channel. It is totally free. Good deal, guys. How come every coin drops if Bitcoin drops? That's a great question. My friend, there's something I like to call Bitcoin consistency among the cryptocurrencies. A lot of the altcoins are consistent and they follow Bitcoin. The reason the altcoins drop when Bitcoin drops is because there is a correlation there. There is a consistency there. There is an attachment between the altcoins and Bitcoin. It's the same thing if let's say Amazon were to drop 30%. Most of the S&P 500 will probably follow it. Why? Because it's indicative that the underlying market conditions in the stock market, but in this case, the cryptocurrency market, are seeming bearish. Short term, Bitcoin's bearish. Absolutely. We just pulled back 10 to 15%. Long term, we're still very bullish. So that's a good question, and there is the answer. Thoughts on F2 pool? So we talked about F2 pool about a couple of weeks ago, guys. There was a lot of talk about F2 pool dumping Bitcoin on the market, and the idea that F2 pool dumping Bitcoin might have been one of the things crashing Bitcoin. I want you to take a look at what we just saw in the last couple of hours, though. We've seen a pretty big dump on Bitcoin, right? Smay, Dasa, if we it
humongous.
Does it have anything to do? Does it have anything to do with F2 pool? I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
That it's kind of a boogeyman at this point.
Yeah.
And if the price goes down, people blame it on F2 pool. So.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. What are your thoughts on that, Dasa?
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I think it's a healthy correction. Bitcoin was getting into overtraded as well as some of the alts that were following it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it did what it needed to do.
Yeah. So, guys, I don't know what's going on with F2 pool. Give me a 1 in chat if F2 pool is manipulating the market or something, if that's what you think. I don't think it was F2 pool, guys. I'm pretty sure what we're seeing here is a healthy correction because Bitcoin got overextended. So that's my take on that. They just outflowed 3,700 Bitcoin. Okay, can one of you guys look that up and see? Yeah, okay. So we're going to get on looking at that. We didn't see that this morning, but if it did happen, then we will look into that right now. Check the miners outflow. It must be F2 pool. Guys, it doesn't necessarily have to be F2 pool. Corrections happen all the time. This is a very healthy thing for Bitcoin, actually. Anyway, you guys wanted me to talk about Ethereum, and so we will talk about Ethereum. Let's go ahead and jump on over to that chart. And by the way, I want to remind you guys, Bitcoin is bouncing pretty hard right now. If we look at the market, Bitcoin has bounced 7%. Back at 52,000. Yes, indeed. So, let me go. Let me mute my phone real quick, guys. Look at me being all professional over here on stream. I swear, we have a whole system for how we stream in the mornings, and we just threw the entire system out the window. We saw Bitcoin correcting, and I'm like, guys, we got to stream. Jump on stream. Hurry up. We got to go. So that's what happened today. Let's go ahead and look at Ethereum, though, because I want to show you guys some support levels that we're seeing, and I want to show you the power of technical analysis. Again, unfortunately, because everything's moving so quickly, we're not doing blank-to-bank technical analysis in this stream, but we will be doing it in our video today. As soon as we're done streaming here, I will be doing blank-to-bank technical analysis on Bitcoin, and I might do it on Ethereum also, but I want to let the market mature a little bit. I want to show you something, guys. We set a new all-time high on Ethereum at $2,037 just a couple of days ago on the 20th of February. Want to show you what $2,000 looks like on Ethereum also, because it was a mass psychological level of resistance that Ethereum was dealing with. Ethereum hitting $2,000 is historic. We had never done that before, and our all-time high being at $2,037 means that we basically had a zone of resistance right here in between $2,000 and $2,037. That makes sense that we were going to correct there, guys. The fact that Ethereum corrected there is not surprising at all. We talk about mass psychology in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. Give me a 1 in chat if you have gone through CT2A and you know what I'm talking about. The fact that Ethereum corrected at 2K makes sense. Remember, guys, markets are the manifestations of the machinations of traders. What that means in English, markets move because of what people think. When people see 2,000, they're like, oh my gosh, that's resistance, I'm going to sell. So Ethereum correcting there makes a lot of sense. What also makes a lot of sense, guys, is that the levels of support that we have drawn on our chart over the last several days as we've been doing blank-to-bank technical analysis are also showing up in our analysis right now. Remember this uptrend right here, and remember this uptrend right here. We talked about both of those, and guess what? Look at where Ethereum is attempting to get support. It's attempting to get support on the convergence of support right there around $1,700 or so. Remember, guys, $1,700 was also a previous all-time high figure, so with Ethereum trying to correct here, makes a lot of sense. If Ethereum, however, does pull back below this and continues to correct, remember the other support zone that we drew on our charts a couple of weeks ago. We drew a support zone between $1,440 and $1,480. If Ethereum needs to correct that far, if Ethereum needs to correct more than 16%, if it needs to correct more than 23%, it can correct all the way down to 30% and still get support in that zone. Look on the history of Bitcoin. What do you see happen with corrections? What you see happen with corrections is, generally speaking, you will see a correction between 30 and 40%. Here's a 30% correction. Look right here. There's a 38% correction. Look right here. There's a 40% correction. The same thing is true on Ethereum USD's chart. When you look at corrections, you sometimes see upwards of a 70% correction. Even in bull markets, guys, we saw a 50% correction right there, a 60% correction right there. But what did this bull market do? It rallied 25,000% in 400 days. So yes, we might have as much as a 60% correction. Maybe Ethereum pulls back to $1,000. But what is the point? The point is Ethereum's fundamentals are growing. The point is Ethereum is a strong project with a strong user base, with a strong development team. Yes, it has problems. Yes, there are gas fee issues. Yes, there are hurdles to development, but also, yes, the fundamentals are strong, and yes, the fundamentals are growing. So a correction on the price is not indicative that anything has happened on the fundamentals. The fundamentals determine the price. The price does not determine the fundamentals. So don't get scared of the price. Pay attention to the fundamentals. Do the fundamentals say bullishness, or do they say bearishness? They say bullishness. Remember, guys, price takes a back seat to the fundamentals. How are the fundamentals doing? Phenomenal. They are doing incredible on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Long term, they look great. Nothing to be worried about, guys. I want to assuage your fears. I don't want you guys fudding. I don't want you guys looking at this market and freaking out and selling and going crazy and losing it and getting emotional. I want you to look at this logically. I want you to look at it rationally, and I want you to understand that the future is very bright for these cryptocurrencies. Just because we've had a correction does not mean that the sky is falling. Another thing I want to show you on Bitcoin was the 4-hourly chart here. I want to show you $52,000 and a couple of other support levels that I am seeing. Number one, $50,000 is a flat level of support. We're seeing Bitcoin get support there. Another level is $48,200. That's where we corrected to just a little minute ago. Notice how that level right here and right here was a previous resistance level, and then it was a support level. This is a known level of support and resistance, $48,200. I would put that as a flat level on your charts. $50,000, mass psychological level, we're bouncing there. Makes sense. Another level that was a previous all-time high, $52,200. That's roughly where we're trading right now. Also, look at these two uptrends that we drew earlier. Those are providing support. There's actually a lot more support in this zone than you think there is. So just because Bitcoin is having a big correction does not mean the sky is falling. It does not mean you need to freak out. One thing I will show you, however, is on the daily chart, we have a bearish engulfing candlestick. The red candlestick is quite a bit bigger than the green candlestick. And that makes sense because we're in a giant correction. The next few days may be bearish, guys. I am not saying that Bitcoin is just going to bounce and go to $75,000 tomorrow. We may stay in correction for the next few days. That's okay, though. That's healthy. In the same way that discounts happen on Black Friday, we are having a discount happen today on Red Monday, however you want to call it. Bitcoin's pulling back, but that's okay. That gives us an opportunity to buy back in lower. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button. It is totally free, doesn't cost you a thing, and you will be kept up to date by this channel anytime something crazy happens on the market. Guys, it is our mission. It is our core focus as a company and as a team and as a YouTube channel to help you achieve financial freedom. My goal is not to make you stupid rich, but if you follow the principles we teach, you very well can become rich if you want to. We are interested in teaching you how to become financially free by trading cryptocurrency markets and reshuffling the deck because you were not in charge of the hand you were dealt in life. However, if you take charge of that hand, you can reshuffle that deck and you can figure out how to become financially free. It is our job to teach you how to do it. So I'm going to throw it back to chat real quick. Want to see how you guys are doing. 2,100 people watching. Thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't already, consider liking the video. It's totally free. Doesn't cost you a thing. And if you dislike the video, consider disliking the video twice so we know you really hate it. Any thoughts, Dasa or Smay, that you guys want to chime in with?
Just for the update on the F2 pool, this is all coming from the same source that broke that story last time.
Right.
And it could be happening, right? It's not to say that they aren't selling off.
Okay.
I don't think it's indicative to what's happening now, and it could have caused some of the initial dip.
Okay.
But as a whole, all the markets are down.
Okay.
It does seem kind of more of it's just a correction rather than just a sell-off.
So Smay's saying it seems like it's more of just a correction than a major sell-off. F2 pool might be selling right now, but they might be selling because they see a big correction happening and they want to take profits and buy back in lower, right?
Yeah. Or they're selling into exchanges and stuff. So,
okay.
So it's all like it's their say they're doing it, it's theirs to sell.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's like there's nothing we can really do about it. It's not like they're the big boogeyman that's making the price go down. It could have caused a dip, and it's a large sum of Bitcoin that they're selling. It just is one of those things that it's like it's not something to really get super concerned about.
Gotcha.
Because it's just something that it's nothing you can do about it. It's something they're gonna do.
All right. Any thoughts on that, Dasa?
Honestly, yeah, I'd have to agree with Smay. I personally don't think it's F2 pool. I'm kind of looking at what was discussed, and it's possible that they're selling, but I think that they're selling in response to the correction, not as a huge dump that they intended to do. Because if so, they'd have dumped at 58 when they hit ATH last night.
Yeah, so guys, by the way, we're still working on our stream setup. Smay is our moderator and our researcher. Dasa, who you just heard, is our producer. Pretty soon, Smay's going to have a microphone so you can hear him a lot better, and pretty soon they're both going to have cameras on them so you can actually see them. We're working on the stream setup. Thank you so much for staying tuned with us. I don't necessarily think that F2 pool selling Bitcoin is what caused this correction. Quite frankly, guys, we've been talking about a correction like this for the last several weeks. Bitcoin needed to correct. Bitcoin needed to consolidate. Bitcoin needed to lock in gains. If you're just joining us, my goal in this stream is to assuage your fears and stop you guys from getting freaked out, because when Bitcoin corrects, that is a time for us to buy. That is a time for us to lock in gains, and also it's a time for us to take a step back, look at the fundamentals and look at the technicals and say, hey, has anything really changed on Bitcoin? Has anything really changed fundamentally that means Bitcoin should only be trading at $20,000? Should Bitcoin be trading this high? I think based on the fundamentals, it makes sense Bitcoin's trading halfway to $100,000. Does it make sense that Bitcoin pulls back and everything falls apart and Bitcoin just goes to hell in a handbasket? No, that does not make sense. The fundamentals are very clear right now. The underlying intrinsic value of Bitcoin is very high. Why do we know that? Because there's a massive amount of adoption going on by retail and institutions at the exact same time. We have every reason to have long-term, hear me now, I'm going to repeat this, we have every reason to have long-term bullishness on Bitcoin. What do I mean by that? The next 3 to 12 months. I see every reason to be bullish on Bitcoin. The next couple of days, though, we very well may see a continued correction. I want to make sure that's very, very clear, because sometimes people get confused when I say long-term we're bullish and short-term we're bearish. You can be both. For example, we've been bullish for the last 3 months, but the last 2 days we've been very bearish. Well, I think we're going to probably be bearish for the next couple of days. From there, though, guys, I see a lot of bullishness in the future of Bitcoin. I don't think this bull market is over. I don't think this is indicative that we're going into a giant correction. If my view on that changes, I will be the first to tell you. I'm giving you my honest testimony, as I always do. I honestly believe we're having a healthy correction, and we're going to see where the cards fall, but I think they're going to fall well. Going to throw it back to chat real quick. If you haven't already, smash that like button. It is completely free, and consider subscribing to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. It is our goal as a channel to help you reach financial freedom by trading cryptocurrency markets, so check out that subscribe button. It's pretty awesome. It's red. If you haven't seen one before, it's a little box. It says subscribe, and hit that button. It's totally free, and also I'll give you a cookie if you do. I think that's a good deal. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at chat. Any good chat messages that you guys have seen? Any great questions that pop out at you guys?
There are a couple of people asking about alts and why they're correcting. I don't think that they understand market correlation. Maybe we could talk about market correlation.
Cool.
It's tied into Bitcoin and ETH dropping.
Cool. So DOS, our producer, just gave me a good question that you guys are talking about. Why are the altcoins correcting while Bitcoin's correcting? Guys, the reason altcoins are correcting and Bitcoin is correcting at the same time is because, as he said, there is something called correlation between the markets. Bitcoin is the big dog. Bitcoin at the moment right now has 62% market dominance. You can find that metric on CoinMarketCap. When Bitcoin has that much dominance, if Bitcoin goes into a correction, the altcoins are likely to follow. Why is that? Because people that are invested in altcoins are probably also invested in Bitcoin. So the very same people that are selling Bitcoin are also selling their altcoins. Remember, guys, Markets are simply the manifestations of the machinations of traders. What's a manifestation? What's a machination? I'll explain it to you in English. Simply put, whenever you see a market is moving because of something a human is doing. Why are they doing it? That's what we're here to find out. That's what technical and fundamental analysis is for. Our fundamental analysis and our technical analysis is saying that Bitcoin was overextended. It is saying that Bitcoin needed a correction. It is saying that people are getting a little scared because Bitcoin is very high right now and they want to lock in profits. But our technical analysis and our fundamental analysis also says the long term is very bullish. So what does that mean for us? It means that while people are selling, people are fearful. What did Warren Buffett say? What do all of the other great investors of our time say? When people are fearful, you buy. When people are excited, you sell. So in this case, when people are fearful, I'm not necessarily saying buy right now, but look at this as an opportunity. Don't look at this as like oh my gosh, my portfolio is bleeding. Let me give you an example. Let's say you buy a house in 2004, and then 2008 hits and your house loses half of its value. Do you freak out? Give me a 1 in chat if you freak out, of 2 if you don't freak out. For all of you that said 1 and you said you freak out, I'm going to ask you why. What actually changed when your home value got cut in half? Did you sell your house? Did you sell your house? Let's say you sold your house in 2020, right before COVID hit, and the market's at an all-time high, and your house is double what it was worth when you bought it. What matters is when you realize that profit or that loss. Just because you lost money on paper doesn't mean you actually lost money. Understand that, guys. Just because your portfolio in cryptocurrency is down 15% right now does not mean you lost 15%. And by the way, just because it's up 1,000% in the last 360 days does not mean you were up 1,000%. That is on paper you were up 1,000%, or on paper you were down 15 to 18%. You haven't realized that. If you sold, you realized it. You might not have, you maybe shouldn't have sold. I'm not going to go into that. But the point is, if you haven't sold, you haven't locked in the gain or the loss. So you only have money on paper. I want you guys to understand that. Just because there's a correction doesn't mean you actually lost anything. Bitcoin can go right back to $58,000 like that, so long as the fundamentals and the technicals are strong, which, by the way, they most certainly are. So nothing to be worried about, guys. I want to make sure you guys are not getting emotional. It's very easy to make a bad decision when you're emotional, and I don't want you to do that because it will bite you and you will regret it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't look at the market rationally. In fact, that's exactly what I'm saying. Look at the market, and if you come to a different conclusion than I do, if you come to the conclusion, oh my gosh, Bitcoin, it's done. It's going into a bear market. It's going to pull back to $20,000. If that's the correction, if that's the opinion you come to, great. Follow that. Listen to yourself. Do your own technical analysis. Think for yourself. That's not the conclusion I'm coming to. I will tell you if that changes. My conclusion right now is Bitcoin needed a healthy correction. What did we just get? A healthy correction. Boom. Should we be scared? No. We expected this, guys. We've talked about this for weeks. Great questions, guys. Bro, I just got liquidated. WTF are you talking about, man? Okay, so... Guys, gonna have to interject on that one. The reason I'm responding to that one is because if you got liquidated in a trade, it means you didn't set your trade up right. Gotta have some tough love with you, man. If you got liquidated, I'm sorry, but if you ever get liquidated in a leverage trade, it means you did not have a stop loss set. That's why we're very, very adamant about stop losses here at the Crypto Jeb YouTube channel, because when you set a stop loss, you won't get liquidated. You might take a loss, but the reason that you use stop losses and the reason you use risk to reward ratios and price targets and everything we talk about in CT2A, our academy that teaches you everything about technical analysis, it's not even a trading academy, it's a technical analysis academy. But we do talk about this in the part that we talk about trading in. We talk about the importance of having a stop loss. If you ever have a stop loss that's greater than like a 20% loss, you've set your trade up wrong. If you got liquidated, I'm sorry, but you didn't set your trade up right. It's not that I don't love you. I love you guys. I want you to succeed, but sometimes I have to tell you when you're wrong. You made a mistake, my friend. If you're getting liquidated, you set your trade up incorrectly, and you should probably back off on the leverage for a little bit because it doesn't sound like you're ready for it. Be very careful with leverage. If you're getting liquidated, guys, it means you got to set up that trade a little bit differently. Always be smart. Always only invest what you can afford to lose. Absolutely. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for bringing that up, guys. The golden rule of trading and investing in cryptocurrency is only invest or trade what you are willing to lose. Guys, if you're not capable of losing the money that you have in cryptocurrency trading or investing, you're investing too much. The analogy I like to use, guys, is let's say you're worth $1,000. Let's say you need $800 to continue your current lifestyle, so you have $200 that you could afford to lose. Let's picture you take 2 Benjamins out in the backyard and you set them on fire. Are you still able to pay your bills that week? Are you still able to pay your bills that month and that year? Are you still able to live your life without having to pull back on basic necessities like clothes and food and housing? Are you able to do that if you lose the money you invested in Bitcoin? I'm serious, guys. Don't do this, but think about it like this. if you were to take the money that you have invested in Bitcoin and light it on fire and never see it again, could you still afford to pay your bills? If the answer is no, then you do not have financial freedom. In fact, you have put yourself into financial slavery because you are a slave to the cryptocurrency markets. If you want to achieve financial freedom, don't put yourself into financial slavery trying to achieve financial freedom. You're doing it backwards. Only invest what you are willing to lose. If you're not able to lose what you have in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, my friend, if you think about that for just a second and the answer is anything close to no, it means you need to get some of that money out of the market and you need to be more careful with what you invest in this market, because at the end of the day, Bitcoin is only a 12-year-old market. I have very high hopes for cryptocurrency, but tomorrow the U.S. could be like, crypto's banned. Would it be successful? Absolutely not. They can't ban Bitcoin. It's not going to be successful. Could it drop the price 80% overnight? Maybe. Guys, this is a risky investment that we're in, and you need to understand that. Any investment comes with risks, or everybody else would be doing it. Bitcoin has very high rewards, so therefore it also has very high risks. Remember, guys, how risk and reward works. As the risks go up, so too do the rewards. Normally, if they don't, it's not something you should invest in. But the point is, make sure you are only investing what you're willing to lose. We always call that the golden rule of trading and investing. Don't ever forget the golden rule, guys. You will be very, very happy about it. The Drew says slavery is bad, okay? Absolutely it is. What, do you want to say something? You good? Never bet it all at once, road to ruin. Absolutely. I dig your BTC light in the back. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate that. Good deal, guys. Shout out to everybody who's watching the stream right now. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. Our mission here at this channel is to help you achieve financial freedom. I want you guys to be free of having to worry about money. I want you guys to be able to do what I just did and go on a ski trip, a snowboarding trip, because skiing is lame. Give me a 1 in chat if you're a snowboarder or a 2 in chat if you're a skier. I want to see a lot of 1s. I took out a skier yesterday. I felt really bad. I actually have a video of it. Anyway, the point I was making is it's our goal here on the channel. Doss is laughing at me. It's our goal here on the channel to make you financially free. If you're not financially free, that's what we're here to help with. I want to equip you with the tools so that you're able to unleash yourself from the shackles of financial servitude. I don't want you having to serve money. I want money serving you. Money belongs in the back seat. You belong in the front seat, using your purpose, driving the car in the direction that you were given. If that's something you're interested in, smash the subscribe button. We're here to help you. It is our goal to serve you and to help you become financially free. If that's something you're interested in, smash that like button. Excuse me. Smash the like button, but smash the subscribe button too. It's totally free. A lot of 1s, a lot of 2s. I don't even remember which one was snowboard and which one was skiing. I have no idea. I don't remember. I think snowboarding was 1 and skiing was 2. A lot of skiers in here. That's lame. Come on, y'all. Come on. Smash the... Just... You know what? Just dislike the video if you're a skier. Pfft, gone. Get out of here. God knew what would become when he gave you that voice. Yes, he did. Amen. CT2A is worth it, said Eye of the Beholder. Yes, indeed it is. I was down 50%, didn't sell a penny. Diamond hands. Ooh-ah.
Diamond hands.
Diamond hands. Heck yeah. 2 is skiing.
Jose Salazar. Send love to Smay.
I know, I saw that. Send love to Smay.
All right, hey,
we love Smay. Drop a heart in the chat for Smay. He's keeping the chat clean and moderated. Thank you so much to Smay. Diamond hands, baby.
Diamond hands.
Give us a heart in chat for Smay, guys. Thank you very much to Smay for helping to moderate the chat and keep everything PG. Make sure everything's crystal clear.
Also, quick note, if we get to 1,100 likes on this stream, we're going to have Smee come in as a tree next stream, so make sure that you smash that like button for your boy Smee the tree.
You hearing that?
Gosh, I was supposed to do that last time.
You were supposed to do that last time.
We have to set that up.
Dang. Do we have the costume?
No. You know what? If they can hit 1,000 likes today, then I'll do it.
Okay, so you hear that, guys? Smee the tree will dress up like a tree and come on stream if we hit 1,000 likes. That is a worthy goal. Smash the like button. That's only 300 more likes. That's not that hard. Hit the like button. It's totally free. I want to see this dude dress up like a tree.
I want to see you guys like the stream right now.
Seriously. Come on.
I'll give you guys a minute to hit 1,000 likes.
You hear that? He said he gives you a minute to hit 1,000 likes. There's like 3,000 people watching. Smash the like button. It's totally free. We're about to jump back onto the chart. Shout out to Smay for keeping everything clean. Let's jump back on to the chart. I know you guys are concerned about where Bitcoin is and where Bitcoin is going, so let's look at the hourly. Where is Bitcoin? Oh, look at that. It's bouncing exactly where our support level is. I mean, look at this, guys. I did not plan this. I went down to the hourly chart. I had no idea when I went on the chart just now this is where this would bounce. I drew these support levels 20 minutes ago before Bitcoin bounced here, but let's look at this. The exact same support level that we were drawing days ago on our technical analysis right here with these bottoms, bottom 1, bottom 2, bottom 3. You extrapolate this trend out, and let's zoom in. Look at where Bitcoin bounced right there on that uptrend. That is exactly where Bitcoin bounced on the uptrend we drew. Guys, this is the power of technical analysis. Look at this. This is exactly on the level we're talking about. We do have a giant candle wick down here, and guess what? Bitcoin bounced at $48,000. We bounced around $50,000. Bitcoin has held support. We are successfully recovering up to $53,000. Remember, guys, Bitcoin may have just fallen very, very quickly, but Bitcoin is rallying very quickly, too. We've rallied 10% in 40 minutes. Give me a freaking 1 in chat if you were excited about that. Bitcoin is strong right now, guys. The fact that Bitcoin corrected is not indicative of weakness in the market. It is indicative of weakness in some of the holders of Bitcoin. It's indicative of weakness of some of the traders of Bitcoin. It's indicative that some people want to get out of the market. They want to cash out. They want to go buy their Lambos. They want to go buy their house. They want to go buy some champagne bottles and pop them with their friends and show off to everybody. But the people that are here for the long term are still strong. They're still invested in this market, and they are buying this dip because Bitcoin just went on a 20% discount, and it doesn't happen every day. Those are the people that I'm interested in. I'm interested in the people that are here for the long term, and they are buying Bitcoin right now. We are back above $53,000. Why? Because the support level is strong, because the fundamentals are strong. Are we concerned about this market? Tell me in chat, guys. I'm not. I want to hear your take. 1, if you're concerned. 2, if you're not. I think there's going to be a lot of 2s because Bitcoin's fundamentals are strong. So a lot of people are asking what's going to happen from here. Where does Bitcoin go from here? Do we rally all the way back up to $58,000 pretty soon? Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. We just had a gigantic, I'm talking massive lower shadow on this candle body right here. Look at this candle wick. This is a negative 7.5% candle wick in an hour. That is huge. Whenever you guys see a massive candle wick, you need to understand whichever direction is pointing, the opposite direction is where the strength of the market is. Let me back up. Let me explain what I just said there. Notice this gigantic lower wick right here. What is this indicative of? It's indicative of bullishness. Why? I'll tell you why. Because when Bitcoin has a giant correction and then the bulls recover very strongly, that shows that the market is strong in the direction of the recovery or the correction. In this case, it's a recovery. We pulled it way back, and what did the bulls do? They rallied us straight back up to the moon. We're back up at $53,400. I heard someone say on Twitter a couple of days ago, what does going to the moon mean? Well, the moon's 250,000 miles from Earth. Does that mean if Bitcoin goes to the moon, we're going to $250,000? Give me a 7 in chat if you think we're going there. I think we're going there in the next few years. I would love to hear your take on that. But the fact that we have this long lower shadow is very indicative of strength in the bulls. Does that mean that Bitcoin is going to go into a massive rally and trade at $75,000 tomorrow? Does that mean we are ridiculously bullish and we're just about to explode? No, it does not mean that. We might stay below $58,000 for the next 2 weeks, for the next 2 months. We might stay down here for the next 3 months. What it does mean, however, it means that the bulls are strong. It means that the bulls have not given up. The bulls might be losing for the next couple of weeks, but it means the bulls have stamina. It means the bulls have strength. It means the bulls are resilient. It means the bulls are here, and it means they're here to stay. If we corrected and we stayed down there, then yeah, that'd be concerning. But the fact that Bitcoin just bounced 10%, it bounced $5,000 in 40 minutes, what does that mean? It means, yeah, the bears are taking their profits. It means that people are selling, yes. It means that we might be in correction for the next couple of weeks. Don't think it's going to last that long, but what it does mean is that the bulls are strong. Doesn't mean the bulls are in power? No. The bears very well may stay in power for the next little while, but does it mean that the bulls are strong? Yes. It means that the bulls might be a little bit weaker than the bears, but it does mean that the bulls still have their strength. It means the bulls' lines have not broken. It means the bulls are still going to be capable of coming back into power in the next few weeks. I think that's going to happen. I think Bitcoin's going to continue to rally from here over the next 6 months. I'm not talking about the next couple of days. The next couple of days may be bearish for Bitcoin. Bitcoin may trade down here. We might set up a head and shoulders back. God only knows what might happen in the next couple of days. We're going to talk about that some more. But does it mean that Bitcoin is weak? Does it mean that Bitcoin is bearish on the long term? Does it mean we're entering a bear market? No. Doesn't mean that. Could it? Maybe. But does it look like that? No, it doesn't. It looks like the bulls are still very strong. So that's my opinion on Bitcoin, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button. It is totally free. It is our goal here to use cryptocurrency to teach you how to become financially free. If that's something you're interested in, the subscribe button is totally free also. Hit that button. It is a red button. You've probably seen it before. If you haven't seen it before, welcome to YouTube. It is our pleasure to have you. So yeah, we're going to read chat for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to jump onto some more technical analysis. Any big questions you guys are seeing? Binance Coin. Binance Coin. Doss, you want to chime in on that?
I don't know what I think about Binance Coin. It jumped stupid. What was it, like 500% this month? I think it was dumb. I don't like Binance Coin. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, so Binance Coin, if you guys hadn't noticed, is up a stupid amount. I was snowboarding and I looked at my phone. I'm like, oh, Binance Coin is number 3 now. XRP isn't number 3, which it hasn't been for a while because it's not supposed to be number 3. It's supposed to be in the trash. No, I'm joking.
Amen.
Jeb, did you buy the dip? I didn't buy the dip because I'm already happy with my portfolio, guys. If I was interested in investing more Bitcoin, you bet your bottom dollar I'd be buying more Bitcoin. But I already have like 65% of my net worth in Bitcoin. I'm perfectly happy with how much Bitcoin I have. So I didn't buy any. Was it a good time to buy? Yeah, I think it was a good time to buy, though. ADA, 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 ADA. Everybody wants to talk about ADA. We hit 1,000 likes. Boom. Looks like we're going to get Smee the Tree.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
You didn't think it'd happen, would you?
The tree.
Hey, it wasn't within a minute, but I'll give it this time.
Okay.
We'll get a...
It's going to fly, it sounds like.
Let's get a tree costume. Let's
Yep.
get it happening.
Awesome.
Let's get it moving.
Good deal. Okay, we're going to... Smee is going to dress up like a tree. His name's actually Smee, but the chat has deemed him Smee.
Yeah,
His name is Smee the Tree. Oh, my gosh.
It's looking like we're getting a lot of hits on ADA, so let's do some text on the...
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Give me a 1 in chat if you're excited for some Cardano technical analysis, and let's go ahead and do it. Gonna get the chart set up. Give me 1 second here, guys. Oh my gosh, what is that? Okay, there's a... Dasa, check your Kraken chart on ADA USD. It's really funny looking. Let me show you guys. Check this out.
Oh my
Look at that giant wick.
What the heck is that? It dropped to 15 cents.
Look at that. I told you, Dasa, Kraken has no volume. Look at this, guys. Okay, we're gonna do technical analysis on the Bittrex chart for Kraken for ADA because look at the Bittrex chart real quick for Cardano USD. This makes a lot more sense, guys. Remember, guys, a couple of weeks ago, we had talked about Cardano needing to correct. We talked about a 65-cent Cardano, and a couple of days after we talked about that, it happened. From there, Cardano rallied all the way up to $1.20, and today, we see the exact same thing happening on Cardano that we saw happen on Bitcoin. I am very excited about Cardano. Why? I'll tell you why. First of all, fundamentals. Fundamentals look great. Doss, you want to chime in on that? Doss is like our resident Cardano nerd.
Okay, yeah, personally, I love Cardano. I bought in at like 28 cents. I've loved Cardano for a long time, but I still think it needs to correct more. Cardano is being stupid right now, and the technicals look retarded. It's terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, and the fundamentals on it, fantastic.
Fundamentals are great.
Like a really great alternative.
Yep.
In terms of DeFi for Ethereum.
Yep.
And it's going to definitely have its place in the market for sure.
Exactly. Cardano is one of those decentralized application protocols like Ethereum, like Polkadot, is doing very well because decentralized applications, other than currency, are probably the second biggest application of blockchain technology that we have discovered thus far. Cardano is in a very good industry and is poised for massive growth and expansion over the next several years. However, the technicals are saying that it needs to correct a little bit. But I want to show you something really cool on Cardano. Notice this lower shadow right here. That's what we call the bottom wick of a candlestick. Pulled back 30%. This is a negative 30% candlestick. On Bittrex, it's negative 85% because, on Kraken, it's negative 85% because Kraken's like volume, volatility, who cares? Anyway, Cardano, we saw even on the hourly chart, there was a negative 21% candle wick, a negative 21% shadow. And what are we seeing happen? A massive bounce on Cardano. We saw some kind of strength from the bears, and we're kind of correcting. Boom, fell through the floor. What'd the bulls do? Boom, bought it right back up. This massive lower shadow, for any of you guys who have gone through the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, you will know is a very bullish thing for Bitcoin. We just talked about this on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a long lower shadow. Cardano, I said Bitcoin a second ago. Cardano's long lower shadow is a very good thing for it. Why? Because when you have a long lower shadow, it's indicative of upwards movement. When you have a high upper shadow, like if we were to have a candlestick that looked like this would be indicative of downwards movement. But we don't see that. We see a very long lower shadow, and that's indicative of bullishness. It means the bulls are in power. Does it mean that the next few days might be the most bullish days for Cardano? No. It might mean that Cardano needs a correction, but what it does mean is that the bulls still have power. The bulls might be losing the battle, guys. The bulls might lose the battle over the next 3 or 4 days, but it's indicative that the bulls are not that much weaker than the bears. It's just indicative that, okay, bears took control for a couple days. Cool. Every war, the losing side wins for a few days. Let me say that again. Every single war, the side that ends up losing looks like they're winning at some point. In the same way right now, guys, we're in a very strong bull market. So who's losing? The bears. But again, does the losing side win battles sometimes? Yes. So are the bears winning a battle right now? Yeah. But are the bulls still very strong? Yes. And are the bulls going to win the war? Yes, in fact, they are. And the reason they're going to win the war, guys, is not because of technicals. It is because of fundamentals. What are the fundamentals doing on Bitcoin? What are the fundamentals doing on Ethereum? What are the fundamentals doing on Cardano? What are they doing on Polkadot? What are they doing on Binance Coin? They are exploding, guys. We are in one of the largest, fastest growing industries in the entire global economy right now. It's called the blockchain and cryptocurrency industry, and it is blowing up. Look at all the retail coming in. Look at the institutional investors joining the space. Look at the development going on these blockchains. Look at all of the new places that we are finding that we can apply blockchain technology to this market, and you will understand why this market is growing so fast, and you will understand why even though the bears may be winning this battle, they are going to lose the war. Should we be scared because we lost a battle? No. Should we be excited because we're losing the war? Excuse me. Should we be excited because we're winning the war? Yes, we should be very excited about it. Give me an amen in chat if you're excited about that. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Our goal on this channel, our one and only goal, is to help you reach financial freedom. That being right now through cryptocurrency trading and investing. If that's something you can get behind, smash the like button. It's completely free. And if you hate the live stream, smash the dislike button twice so that we know you really don't like the stream. I appreciate it, guys. Let's throw it back to chat for a second. Everybody's saying diamond hands and diamond bands. Good deal, guys. Look at ETH USD chart on Kraken. I'm going to look at that real quick because Kraken has... did Kraken go down? Can somebody tell me what exactly happened on Kraken? Do you know, Dasa? Oh, I just typed in Kraken USD. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Let's say ETH USD. ETH USD Kraken. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. Look at this lower shadow, guys. What in the world? It's a negative 60% shadow. On Kraken, it drops to $688.
Guys, make sure that if you're ever shorting, you do it on Kraken. Your gains will be insane.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go, dude. Look at that. Let's say, okay, negative 60% times 100x leverage. What's the maximum leverage on Kraken? 5x?
No, I think they run a 20x.
You're muted.
20x, I believe.
They run 20x? Okay, let's figure it out. 60% times 20. Who wants to make a 1,200% gain? Go short on Kraken.
Hey.
But guys, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Check out the Kraken chart right now. The big short. Yeah, exactly. Look at, where's my ETH USD chart? Where in the world did my Ethereum USD chart go? There it is. Boom. Check this out, guys. Look at our technical analysis coming into play. Look at our 20 exponential moving average we talk about so much. You see this blue line? I think that's blue. Is that blue? I don't know. Either way, that's our 20 exponential moving average. I'm colorblind if you didn't know, by the way, guys. That line is one of the most powerful levels of support in all of technical analysis. There's a reason in CT2A we have an entire video dedicated to it. Why? Because markets like to reverse at that level. And guess where Ethereum is getting its support level? Right there. It's getting it right at the 20 daily exponential moving average. Technical analysis in play. We pulled back below it, but guess what? The bulls pushed us back up above it. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano all have like 15 to 30% shadows down below their support levels. And what did they do? They had a strong bounce. What is that? That's indicative that, as I've said, we might be losing the battle. The bears might be winning this battle, but they're going to lose the war. The bulls are going to win the war. The bears might win a battle. Remember, guys, if we look at the conflict between the bulls and the bears like a war, sometimes the losing side of the war, you look in the history textbooks, let's say the South and the Civil War. The South lost the war. Does that mean they lost every battle? No. The South won some battles, but they lost the war. In the same way, the bears are winning this battle, but the bulls are showing that they're going to win the war. Why? Because even when the bulls are losing a battle, they are still strong. That means the bulls are going to win the war. What is the war? This entire bull market, guys. Bitcoin is going to come out on top because the bulls are winning the war. I hope that analogy helps you understand what's going on in this market. Drop a like on the video if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. We make content here every single day. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this emergency update live stream. I want to throw it back to you. What questions do you have? Are you still fearful of this? Are you exiting? Are you shorting? What are you doing in the market right now? I want to hear how you're responding to this correction on Bitcoin. Guys, I don't want you to get fearful. The whole point of this stream is not to inspire FUD. The point of this stream is to give you context and provide a rational point of view, not to clickbait you, but to inform you and to educate you and to help you, guys. It is our mission here to help you achieve financial freedom, and we don't do that by getting your emotions riled up. We do that by giving you the information that you need to make wise decisions to better your life. That is our purpose here at this channel, and I hope that we are doing a good job of that. If we are, smash the like and subscribe button. It is totally free. Remember, guys, by the way, because someone brought this up a while ago about getting liquidated, if you're using leverage, always, this is a rule, this is a law, this is like the second law of thermodynamics, except it's the second law of not being an idiot while trading. It's called using a stop loss. Guys, use stop losses above your leverage. Both of them were laughing at the way I said that. Make sure you're using a stop loss above your liquidation price if you're trading with leverage. We do promote Bybit as one of our affiliates for the channel here, but I'm also very careful about how I promote it because I don't want people who are newer to the space using that exchange. And by the way, guys, it's lucrative for us to promote the exchange. The reason we don't talk about it a whole lot is because I want to make sure you guys are prepared before you start leverage trading. If you're leverage trading, that's okay. Leverage trading is an all right thing. There's nothing wrong with leverage trading. However, you must use stop losses. You must use risk-reward ratios. You must use, say it with me now, wisdom. Use wisdom while trading. Use wisdom while investing. And that wisdom, part of it, is understanding the importance of a stop loss. You must never, I mean never, say never in chat. You must never trade without a stop loss. Thank you very much. That's my piece. If I can get all of you guys to do that, I will be a happy camper because I don't know how many people come to me and tell me, Jeb, I lost all my money, I got liquidated, or Jeb, I lost all my money, my trade didn't go well. You didn't set your trade up right, my friend. I'm sorry. That's what we're trying to help you with. Bonk. 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 Scared money don't make money. Yes, indeed. It don't make money. It do not make money. No, sirree, Bob.
You can't have paper hands, man.
You can't have paper hands and expect diamond wallets.
Look, crypto is
Come
like,
on.
It's like a hot potato, man. If you're holding that with paper hands, it's going to fall right through.
I like that.
You're losing your money.
He said if you're crypto's like a hot potato. If you're holding it with paper hands, it's going to burn straight through those hands. You got to hold it with diamond hands, guys. You got to have balls of steel and ovaries of steel because we want to be inclusive.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my gosh. Stop loss didn't work. Okay, well, if the stop loss didn't work, you probably need to change your exchange because it's supposed to work. I used a stop loss. Binance still liquidated me. Oh, gosh.
How do you feel about DOT?
How do I feel about DOT? Good question, guys. Give me a 1 in chat if you'd like to see some DOT technical analysis. And we will be more than happy to do that. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Love your video. Subscribed. Welcome to the channel, Mike Gill. No stop loss is like leaving your headlights on will kill the battery, Jeb. I like that. That's a good analogy. No stop loss is like leaving the lights on to your car and it'll kill the battery. Don't leave your lights on. To the man with the white sedan.
You left your lights on.
You left your lights on. That's a lot of ones. Oh my gosh. How many likes we got on this stream?
We're at 13 right
1,300 likes. We got 2,300 people in here. That means some of y'all aren't carrying your weight. Smash that like button.
Like the stream. Make me proud.
Like the stream.
Like it up, baby.
Like it up. Good deal. We just need to liquidate some longs. Don't be waiting to pay that. This shows me exchanges will go up. Yeah, seriously, guys. All right, guys, let's look at Polkadot. Let's look at the dot of Polka. The Polkadot. Where is Polkadot right now? It's number 5 at $35.53. Remind me, guys, what was our price target for Polkadot a couple of weeks ago?
25.
Our price target was $25, and it hit it, didn't it?
Yeah,
It smoked it.
We smoked it, yeah. So, guys, by the way, I'm just going to pat myself on the back a little bit. We work hard enough. I don't mind patting myself a little bit. We've made 4 price predictions this year so far. We said Polkadot to what, $25? Happened. We said Ethereum to $2,894 before the end of March. Looks like that's probably going to happen. We said Bitcoin to $75,000 before the end of August. Looks like that's going to happen. And we also said Cardano needed to correct to 65 cents. It corrected to 67 cents. So I guess we were 2 cents off.
Oh, man.
Dang.
We're wrong.
We were
man.
close.
We were so clearly wrong. I am so sorry, guys. Forgive me. We were 2 cents off. Anyway, jokes aside, talking about Polkadot. Polkadot is now a $29 billion market cap cryptocurrency. Why? Because Polkadot is one of the 3 big decentralized application protocols: Ethereum, Polkadot, and Cardano. Polkadot has rallied a massive amount recently, and we're going to go ahead and jump on over to its chart. Let's go ahead and type in .USD and get on with the analysis, guys. Look at, oh my gosh, we're on Kraken again. What happened to Kraken? These wicks are insane. It's negative 65% over on Kraken. Let's go to a different exchange, guys. Kraken does not look like it's having the best time right now. Here's a much better looking exchange. Bitfinex. We saw Polkadot pull back. Let's see here. On candle body, 11%. On candle wick, 21%. What do we see here, guys? A negative 11% shadow. Look at the last time we saw a comparable shadow of negative 13%. What happened following that? In the next 6 days, we rallied 50 freaking percent. Guys, the fact that we have long, lower shadows right now, so long as they stay, candlestick hasn't closed yet, the daily candlestick is still open. When those candlesticks close and we still have those long lower shadows, that's indicative of a lot of strength on the bull's part, guys. Cardano looks strong, Ethereum looks strong, Bitcoin looks strong, Polkadot still looks strong, guys. In fact, Polkadot looks even stronger as far as its technicals are concerned than most of the other altcoins and cryptocurrencies we've looked at. Bitcoin has had a gigantic correction. Let's see here. ADA had a gigantic correction. Kraken, oh my gosh. I'm going to commission somebody in chat. Can somebody make a meme about the giant wicks on Kraken and tweet it at me? I'll retweet it. I swear. I will hit retweet and quote it. I want to see a meme about that because that's really fun. What in the world happened to Kraken? Can one of you guys figure out if there's any news going on with that? I'm so curious. Anyway. Oh, my God. Oh, God. I don't know if you guys heard what Smay said, but I'm not going to repeat it.
Good thing I don't have a mic.
He said, good thing you don't have a mic. Oh, my gosh. Careful about putting you on stream. Oh, my goodness. Uh-oh. Anyway, so we also saw that DOT did break below its 4-hour 20 exponential moving average. That's okay. That's not the end of the world, guys. We're using it as resistance right now. But look, we have this long lower shadow. Again, these long lower shadows are indicative of upwards movement. Why? Because the bears are in control, but the bulls are still strong. Remember, guys, that's the theme of this whole stream. The bears are in control for now. They're winning this battle, but the bulls are still strong. Are the bulls getting crippled by this pullback? No. The bulls are still strong. So that's the point we're making here. We don't need to be worried about the bears just because they're winning a battle. Remember, during a war, does the losing side win a battle sometimes? Yes, they do. The bulls are not going to win every battle. They're going to lose some battles. But that doesn't mean that they are not the ones winning. That does not mean that they are not the ones in control. That does not mean that they are not powerful. That does not mean that in the next 6 months, we're not going to go to $75,000 on Bitcoin. It does not mean that we're not going to go to $250,000 on Bitcoin. What it does mean is that the bears are winning a battle, and that's it. It does not mean that we should get freaked out. I think I've said the word mean so many times that it's starting to, like, sound weird. Have you guys ever done that before? I know I have. It was me selling. Oh, Joey Ray, the whale, came over here and sold. Joey, why would you sell all of that money? You just pulled us back, like, a lot. Do you like Joey, a.k.a. F2 Pool. Do I like Frontier? No, I flew Frontier, and their seats are really uncomfortable. But I think you're talking about the cryptocurrency. I'm not familiar with the cryptocurrency, so I can't say. Good deal, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. What's up?
Cake?
Thoughts on cake?
Pancakes.
I could go for some pancakes, dude. I'm so hungry. I am actually starving. We jumped on this stream, and I didn't have a chance to eat breakfast, so I am really hungry. As far as the project...
Yeah, the project.
I don't know much about the project, so I can't really answer that very well.
Yeah. We'll have to get back on that later once we look into it a little bit more.
Like Smay said, we will look into that and we will get back to you on that. We might talk about it in a future stream. Hold, I bought. Yeah, it was only $100, but good job. Good for you. Remember, guys, when there's blood in the streets, that's when you buy, even if it's your own blood. If the fundamentals are still strong, which they are. No reason to be worried, guys. The whole point of this channel is to stop you from getting emotional. The whole point of this channel is to help you reach financial freedom. And the way you do that is by not letting your emotions control you. It's by not freaking out whenever something happens in cryptocurrency. I know we're playing with money. I know we're dealing with things that are valuable, like our cryptocurrency investments. But once we get emotional, we lose our ability to look at the market rationally, and we lose our ability to follow our intuition and do what we know needs to be done. When you start listening to your emotions and start doing things based on emotions, you make mistakes. Have you ever been in a relationship and you got into a fight and you were very heated and you were upset and you were angry and you said something you didn't mean and you couldn't take it back? That's the same thing you're doing when you get emotional and you make a bad trade on emotion and you didn't stop and think about it. The point of this channel is to help you reach financial freedom. So to do that, I have to help you put those emotions in check. Should you feel emotions? Yes, emotions are a healthy thing, but they have their place. They are not to rule you. They are something you should use as the spice of life. Don't let them control your trading. You will regret it. I promise you. I hope that's helpful. Thanks, Jed. God bless, bro. God bless to you, too. Jed. My name's Jed now, guys. It just bounced.
Jedediah.
My name's Jedediah. My name is Jed. Oh my gosh. My name's Jed. Oh my goodness. We're going to read chat here for a little bit, guys. For anybody who just joined, we have talked quite a lot about why this is not something to be worried about. We've talked about the whole concept of the Bulls and the Bears fighting a war, and we want to make sure that the Bulls are still winning. And by the way, they are. Bears are winning this battle. Whatever. Doesn't matter. The war is in the Bulls' hands.
Thoughts on Litecoin?
Thoughts on Litecoin? Oh, goodness, guys. I get this question a lot. What are my thoughts on Litecoin? I'll tell you what my thoughts on Litecoin are. First of all, I have to preface, I have a soft spot in my heart for Litecoin. The very first cryptocurrency I ever bought was Litecoin. I bought a quarter of a Litecoin, 0.25 Litecoin, at $41.02 a share in August of 2017. It was the first purchase of cryptocurrency I ever made. It wasn't even Bitcoin. It was Litecoin, because I was like, oh. I at the time, I actually liked the technicals on Litecoin more in my week of technical analysis experience, because I just got into the market. That Litecoin did really well. It went 10x, because Litecoin's all-time high is around $420. It's funny. Jokes about that in the comments, I'm sure. I don't have an investment in Litecoin right now. You might wonder, why do I not have an investment in Litecoin if it was the first cryptocurrency I ever bought? If it has that soft spot in my heart, why am I not invested in it? Let me ask you a question. For those of you who live in America, do you use two currencies? Do you use the US dollar and gold? Do you use the US dollar and silver? Do you use the US dollar and the euro, or the US dollar and the pound? No, you just use the US dollar to go out and buy groceries. A big part of the value proposition of Litecoin was Bitcoin will be gold, Litecoin will be the US dollar. It'll be the thing we transact with small amounts, like silver, and Bitcoin will be gold. That's where we make big transactions. The problem is, nature doesn't like things that are that complicated. The natural order of the economy would much rather there be one currency that everybody uses and is consistent. It makes things a lot easier for economies of scale. The reason I don't like Litecoin is because the only differentiating factor of Litecoin is that it has 4 times the supply. It has 84 million total coins that will ever be created, and it has 1/4 the block time. It has a 2.5-minute block time instead of 10 minutes like Bitcoin. That's it. A lot of people don't know this. Litecoin is a hard fork of Bitcoin. It hard forked, I think, in 2013. It hard forked a long time ago. It's the OG altcoin. It's been around the block. It's been here forever. I have a soft spot in my heart for Litecoin, but do I have an investment in it? No. I think it's a cool project. I think it's something that's going to go in the history textbooks for Bitcoin as a good attempt to make Bitcoin more scalable. However, I think things like Lightning Network and other Layer 2 protocols that are coming online on top of Bitcoin are going to solve the problem that Litecoin set out to solve in 2013. It was a great look forward at what might help cryptocurrencies reach mass adoption. But was it the thing that was necessarily needed? No. Charlie Lee didn't know that at the time. Charlie Lee, I think, made a great project. I love Litecoin, but it's not something I'm invested in, and that, my friends, is why. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Dude, you've already said that so many times. I repeat myself a lot in live streams because we have a lot of people coming and going. So yes, there are plenty of things I've said in this stream that I've said more than once. That's the reason, though. That argument falls apart, ease of use. Well, I mean, the thing is, Bitcoin is just as easy to use. It just doesn't have as much block space in the block because of the block time being 10 minutes instead of 2.5 minutes. That is something that is being rectified by a lot of Layer 2 solutions. So just because Litecoin has a 4 times the transaction capacity is pretty much what it is. That means that Litecoin can do 30 or 40 transactions a second. Visa does 30,000 transactions a second. Litecoin isn't a scalable solution either, guys. It's the exact same problem. It's just a little bit bigger. That's the problem I have with Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash up to the size of the block to 8 megabytes. That did not change anything. It just kicked the problem. It just kicked the can of the problem down the road. The solution is going to come from layer two technologies like Lightning Network, and it's also going to come from some of these smaller cap altcoins like Cardano and Polkadot and Ethereum being used as currencies as well. There are other solutions other than Litecoin that are a lot better than Litecoin. Thoughts on XMR? I love XMR. The problem is, when the regulators come, and they will come, they're going to regulate XMR first, because XMR, being a privacy coin, is a coin that you can very easily do money laundering through. I'm sorry, but that's true. I like the idea of a privacy coin. I like the idea of people not knowing where transactions are going. The problem is, when regulators come and they say, oh, but you can use that for money laundering, they're right. I can't argue with them. They're right. It's just, I mean, don't get me wrong. People do money laundering and all kinds of criminal activity in U.S. dollars. Is it fair that they will say this about XMR and not say it about US dollars? No, it is not fair in the slightest. But the world ain't fair, guys. I hope you know that by now. The fact of the matter is, Bitcoin is a public blockchain, and it was made to be a public blockchain on purpose so that the regulators wouldn't be able to use that argument. Bitcoin doesn't have to worry about that. XMR does, though. Another reason I don't have an investment in XMR. You know what my investment portfolios are in? They're in currencies, cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the only cryptocurrency I think is going to go global unless something huge changes, which I don't think it's going to. And then I have investments in Ethereum and smaller investments in Polkadot and Cardano. Those are my investments right now. And by the way, most of that altcoin investment is in Ethereum, the vast majority of it. Those are the reasons I'm not invested in Litecoin. Those are the reasons I'm not invested in XMR. Those are the reasons I'm not invested in Bitcoin Cash. And the reason I'm not invested in XRP, by the way, is because they can't even figure out if it's a security. Why am I going to invest in something that doesn't have regulatory clarity? Like what? It's just not something I would be comfortable investing in. We've already been going for an hour, guys. Holy crap. Good deal, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. We've been streaming for over an hour. It feels like we've been here for like 10 minutes, guys. I am starving. We're going to have to go to lunch soon. Thoughts on XRP? Yeah, we'd get demonetized.
XRP.
Oh, goodness. Thank you, Jed. You're welcome, Jed. Good call on Dot. I think he's going places. I think. My thumbnail is corny. Oh, did he update the thumbnail? Was he able to do that? He did?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I didn't know he could do that. That's awesome. I thought this whole time we didn't have a thumbnail because we jumped on stream. We're like, boom. Yes. Good thumbnail. Shout out to Zach, the editor. Drop a heart in chat.
Woo!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Go, Zach! Zach! Can you hear me? I think he's got headphones on out there. Just so you guys know, we have this little office right here that we stream in. Zach, our editor, is sitting right outside in the main office, and I'm trying to get his attention. I think he's probably listening to the stream, so he's probably gonna be like, "What?"
Everyone yells Zach in the chat.
Everyone yells Zach in the chat. Z-A-C-H. That's how you spell his name.
Zach in the chat.
Zach with an H, not a K. Yell Zach in chat and make him come in here. Tell Zach to come in here. What is CT2A? CT2A is the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. That is the academy that we personally sell to help you guys understand technical analysis. When we do this blank-to-bank technical analysis, when we read charts, we are using everything we teach in CT2A because, guys, our mission here is to help you achieve financial freedom. The way that we do that is by helping you to understand technical analysis so that you can read charts, so that you can profitably trade those markets, so that you can reach financial freedom, because I believe that is a worthy goal. Guys, I have lived in financial servitude and I have lived in financial freedom. What are the differences? When you're in financial servitude, you are a servant to money. You are restricted by what you can do because of the money you have, because of the money you make, the things you want to do, the people you want to help, the places you want to see. You can't go there because you have been put in servitude towards money. I have also lived in financial freedom where I can go on a snowboarding trip to Keystone, Colorado, where I was yesterday if I want to do that. I have done that by investing in my education of technical analysis and by investing in my education of entrepreneurship, by investing in my education of finances. What is the definition of freedom? Freedom means unrestricted and unrestrained by. What is financial freedom? It's being It's being unrestricted and unrestrained by finances, aka money. That's what we're here to help you achieve, is financial freedom. So smash that subscribe button if that's a mission you can get behind. Dot to $270, baby. What do y'all think about a $270 dot?
I love it.
I would be stoked.
Dasa says he would be stoked.
I'd be very happy.
We didn't. We got a couple of Zachs in the chat, but we didn't get many.
Zach. Yeah.
Yo, it's Zach. Zach, come on, come say hi.
Hey guys, they heard
You summoned him, Zach.
They summoned Zach.
Watch the cable. Watch the cable. What's up?
They summoned
Come here.
Oh, hey.
It's Zach.
What's going on, y'all?
It's Zach. This is the guy that edits all of the videos, does all the thumbnails, posts all the videos. Awesome guy. He's our editor. Shout out to you, my friend.
Hey, thank you.
Give him some love. Drop a heart in chat for Zach.
Yo, love you guys. Love editing. This is like the coolest company I've ever been in.
Hey, let's go.
Shazam, baby.
Awesome.
He made the thumbnail, by the way, guys.
He made the thumbnail, so if it's corny, blame him. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
It was quick.
It was good. It's great. It's great. Shout out to Zach. He didn't have much time. Someone said I've been a rich man and I've been a poor man and I would choose rich every time. Hey, look, I've been here. You can go ahead. I know. We've been nothing. We've been. What I was talking about is that. No.
He said,
No. Zach. No. Zach, I thought you were waiting on me to stop talking so you could walk in front of the camera.
No.
I wasn't telling you to leave. You can hang out. You can hang out. It's okay.
He said you could go, man.
Oh my gosh. No, guys, I wasn't trying to Zach sweat you. Yeah. No. Yo.
If Zach was a girl, I'd definitely ask you out on a date.
Yo, Zach. Somebody said Zach looks like that dude from Tiger King with the tats. Oh no. Oh God. Oh no.
I don't like heroin. That's not my thing.
Zach said it.
Dude, you never know, bro. Oh my gosh.
Bip up. Keep the channel running, bros. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Zach. Someone said poor Zach. No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Somebody says show Smay.
Smay, you wanna?
Maybe if you guys put 3 in the chat if you want to see me.
Put a 3 in the chat if you would like to see Smee.
If I get enough 3s, I might show.
Put a 3 in the chat if you'd like to see Smay, is what he said. Put a 3 in the chat, and if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button. It's totally free. Doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps out the channel, and it helps you to reach financial freedom. That's our goal. Hopefully that's something you can get behind. I think that's a pretty easy thing to get behind. Who here wants to be financially free, right?
Yeah.
Not worried about money?
That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it. Heck yeah.
That's the way to live.
I like how you said to put 3s in the chat if they want to see you on stream. You put a 3 in the chat. Someone wants to be on camera.
Yeah.
Someone wants to be on camera.
Oh, there's the 3s.
There we go.
They're
All right, come on, Smay.
Right.
Come say hi. We're going to jump back to technical analysis in a second, guys. I've been looking at charts for the last hour.
What's up, guys? It's your boy. I've been sitting right there the whole time. Oh, hello.
Awesome. Shout out to Smay for helping to moderate the chat and everything, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Guys, you'll need 3 cameras to...
Why are they still putting 3, dude?
There's a bunch of 3s in chat. Well, there's stream delay.
Yeah, okay.
Smee. Everybody loves you, Smee. Oh my gosh. More money, more problems. Heck yeah. They're putting trees in chat. Oh my gosh.
Hey, the tree costumes, guys, we're at 16. We're going to tree that costume for, hopefully we can get it by tomorrow, maybe?
Someone just said Zach's favorite number is 420, LOL.
It's the beard. It's the beard. It's the beard. It's the beard, the hoodie, the hat. It's the whole get up. You look like an editor. You got the get up. You look like an editor. It's great. It's great.
Don't look in his backpack.
Don't look in his backpack.
Don't look at his backpack.
We could do what?
We could do New Cipher. It's super visited right now on Coinbase. It's up 181% in terms of views on Coinbase. Not the coin itself. The coin itself is up 359% in the last month, though. So it is doing pretty well.
What cryptocurrency is this?
NU, New Cipher.
NU USD on Coinbase.
What's wrong with 420?
All right, so let's look at NU. What is it called? New Cipher? I've never heard of this project in my life. Can you give us a little bit of a rundown on what it is?
Honestly, I don't know a whole lot about it. Just saw a bunch of people talking about it in chat, so I brought it up.
Cool. Well, let's talk about New Cipher, guys. I have no clue what this project is. I'm going to look it up on CoinMarketCap real quick and see if I can't find some information about it. It looks like it's trading at 90 cents. It's ranked 108. It has a volume of $250 million. Check out the website here. Guys, before I even do technical analysis on an altcoin I don't know, what I like to do is I like to go and look at the actual page and see if it looks sketchy to me and see if it's actually a good project, especially if it's outside the top 100. I do this if it's out of the top 15, really. But I don't know anything about this project, so before I start promoting it and talking about it on the channel, I want to see if it's actually, something we should be interested in. New Cipher. Cryptographic infrastructure for privacy-preserving applications. Okay, so cool. They threw some jargon at us to make them sound fun, make them sound intelligent. I think that's great. Dynamic. Let's see here. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad project. Not saying that. I'm just saying that is what they were doing. That's pretty funny. Secrets management. Manage secrets such as IAM tokens, database, and SSH credentials, and signing encryption keys across dynamic environments. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm not a blockchain engineer, so this might mean a lot to you guys. I'm not a blockchain engineer, so I couldn't tell you. Dynamic access control, conditionally grant and revoke access to sensitive data and arbitrary numbers of recipients, okay? Secure computation, process encrypted data while preserving the confidentiality of the inputs and the results. That sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty useful for scaling large-scale privacy-based industries such as information technology, such as military application, might have some use there. Proxy RE encryption, PRE. Give me a 1 in chat. Oh my goodness. It said fully homomorphic. I thought that said fully homophobic. Oh no.
Cancel.
Stream's gonna get taken down, y'all. Fully homomorphic. Interesting word. I have no idea what does this word mean? This just tripped me up.
I'm looking it up.
You looking it up? Okay, Doss is going to look up what homomorphic means, and we're going to find out. FHE, new ciphers, NUFHE. Go ahead. Oh, new library enables secure private computation on encrypted data by outsourced nodes. Guys, sounds pretty cool. Sounds like a useful blockchain. The problem is, guys, I'm going to go to full screen and talk about this real quick. Useful blockchains do not necessarily make useful investments. Let me say that again. Useful blockchains that have industry application do not necessarily make useful investments. This project might be able to be mass adopted. This project might be the most adopted cryptocurrency in history. It might become the backbone of the infrastructure for the U.S. military. But does that drive price action? Adoption on Bitcoin drives price action because what do you do when you adopt Bitcoin? You buy Bitcoin. What do you do when you adopt this new cipher thing? You apply it to your blockchain applications. Does that mean you buy new cipher? I don't know. I don't know anything about this project. Maybe not. If it means you have to buy the token or the cryptocurrency, or the coin, whichever one it is. It could be a token if it's ERC20. I don't know. Does that mean it's a good investment just because it's useful and has industry application? Not necessarily. So keep that in mind. As far as the technicals are concerned, guys, I'll talk about them real quick. Again, this is not a cryptocurrency I'm very familiar with, but I can tell you right now, it's had a big correction in response to this Bitcoin correction, and it has found pretty strong support. Go ahead and draw it right here, sitting at 71 cents, it looks like. Looks like that's where we found support before. Looks like that's where we're finding support right now. Looks like on the daily chart, I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, we're going to be above the 20 DEMA, and we are. You can see it right here. Looking at RSI. RSI has been overextended for the last 3 weeks. MACD is overextended and starting to correct on itself right now. Let's look at volume. I'm interested in that to see if this is a pump and dump or anything. A lot of volume yesterday. That's interesting. Not as much volume today. Take that in mind. Notice that we're having a big correction on new cipher, but we're not having a ton of volume. That indicates that we're having a correction, but it's not a very strong one. Nothing to be worried about as far as technicals are concerned. TD sequential shows nothing interesting. 4MA show nothing nothing interesting. VPVR shows that in the short history of this chart, we don't have a lot of trading up here, so we want to look for support. And the Bollinger Bands show that we have reached the outside of them, and we were in need of a healthy correction. So that's my technical analysis on new cipher, guys. Looks like it's just kind of slowly staircasing its way up. We're having some rallies and then sideways. Rally, sideways, rally, sideways. And by the way, that's one of the most healthy ways to go into a rally. So I have no problem with that. Hope you guys enjoy that technical analysis. Is the bull market over? Absolutely not, guys. Bull market's not over. I will say this one more time, and then we're probably going to wrap the stream out here, guys. Unless there's anything you guys want to talk about. Let's get a little casual here. Let's kick it back. Let's throw way back, okay? Let's kick it way back and get relaxed because that's the whole point of this stream. I want you guys to be relaxed. I don't want you guys getting really tense. I don't want you guys getting really freaked out. I want you to be relaxed. Chill out. Calm down for a second because it's very easy to let your emotions control you. But the thing you have to understand about emotions is that emotions, you get to have control over them. A lot of people think they're beholden to their emotions, and they're not. You have control over them. And if the emotions are driving you to a place of anxiety, it means you need to pull back on them and you need to be wise about how you let them affect you. Some people have emotions control them because they don't understand. They have the power over those emotions and they let them rule them. They become beholden to those emotions. There's nothing wrong with feeling emotions. You should feel scared when bad things are happening. You should be cautious when you need to take caution. You should be excited when great things happen, and you sometimes should be nervous if you're staring down a lion who's about to attack you. Emotions are not a bad thing, but you have to understand how to approach them. When your emotions are telling you that you should be fearful of this market, even though the fundamentals are very strong, there's a disconnect. If the rational argument says Bitcoin is in a strong bull market, the war is being won by Bitcoin, and your emotions tell you to be fearful, your emotions tell you to run, your emotions tell you to freak out, even though a strong rational argument would say otherwise. When all indicators are pointing towards the upside, that's when you have to look at your emotions and you have to peel them back and say, nope, I am not going to let fear control me. I am not going to let emotions dictate how I live my life. I am going to look at this rationally, and I am going to listen to my intuition. I'm going to weigh in with my experience on what this market is doing, and I'm going to be calm. How do you deal with a near accident in a car? How do you deal with someone pulling in front of you and almost getting you into a T-bone accident? That's what happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I almost had about a 50-mile-an-hour T-bone accident. Would have been really bad. How did I deal with it? I got really calm, and I let the anxiety build up after I was safe. Right now, guys, we're in like that whole near miss incident, and we want to make sure we're safe. Let's let any of that anxiety we have come out after we're out of the woods. Let's make sure we're staying calm and being controlled and being collected while we are in the middle of a pullback. Let's not FUD. Let's not freak out. Let's look at this with a level head, and let's understand that what goes up must come down. Let's understand that when Bitcoin goes to $58,000 and when Bitcoin rallies 1,300% in a year, it's gonna need a correction. Let's understand that healthy bull markets have 40 to 50% corrections frequently, every 2 to 3 months. This is an indicator that we're in a strong bull market. It's an indicator that the bulls are winning. It's an indicator that the bulls are going to win the war. But what happens during wars? Sometimes the side that ends up losing the war will win a battle. All that's happening is the bears are winning a battle. Should we be freaked out about that? No. We should look at our emotions as what they are, temporary feelings, not as things to control our destiny. So guys, that's my take on that. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I am going to go ahead and read some chat here for a second, and we're going to wrap it out. Any major questions, throw them at me. Do either of you guys have...
I'm getting a lot of stuff for people wanting to see the graph. So see, if they put ones in the chat, we might have to do one more coin.
If you put ones in the chat, we might have to do one more coin. I'm hearing a lot of people wanting to talk about the graph. Maybe one more coin. Give me a 1 in the chat if you'd like to hear me look at that. Don't have a whole lot of background knowledge on the graph, but I can look at the technicals.
Just see what we see from scratch.
Do you know anything about the graph, also?
I don't know a lot about the fundamentals, but I like the coin a lot. Its text look great, and it's shot up this month. It looks crazy.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Cool. This is a bull channel. It's a rational channel. Let me say that again. This is not a bull channel. This is a rational channel. During the bear market of 2018, I was telling people it was going to correct. During the bear market of 2018, I was telling people like, hey, there's no volume here. During the bull market of 2020 and 2021, I'm bullish. Why? Because that's what the rational argument says. It's not we're not perma bulls here. We're just in a bull market. That's why I'm always talking about bullish stuff, because we're in a bull market. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're getting lots of ones, so I say
goodness.
Wrap it up with one last coin.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it out with one last coin here. We are going to talk about the graph. So let me get the graph up, and we will do some TA on it. Graph. What an interesting looking chart, guys. We have a little bit of a plateau here. Have you seen this? Yeah, this chart, guys, this was an interesting ask. Okay, so what we're going to do here, guys, we have a style of technical analysis here on the channel that we call blank to bank. What we do is we take a blank chart, and I show you how to do technical analysis on that so that you can make bank trading it. What we do when we do blank to bank technical analysis is we start by looking for support and resistance levels. So the very first thing we're going to do here on the graph over Tether on the KuCoin exchange is we're going to look for our levels of support and resistance. The very first thing we're going to do is look for flat levels. Level of resistance is previous all-time high at $2.88. Cool. Let's look for levels of support. There's a pretty obvious one right here at $1.60 because we have a double bottom down there. How do we find that double bottom? Well, 1, 2. Boom. Nice and easy. Another thing I want to point out on the graph that I see right off the bat, and by the way, guys, I want to remind you, I have never once in my entire life done technical analysis on this chart. Ever. This is the blank to bank format. What we teach in CT2A, the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, teaches you how to do what I'm doing right now. I've never once done analysis on this chart. I don't think I've ever even looked at this chart. I'm showing you how to do this, though. What I also see, now that we have a level of resistance and a level of support drawn, I see down on the 4-hourly chart that I think there's an uptrend that's valid. Look at this market right here. Look at how this is uptrending. I see a couple of trend lines in here, and I'm going to draw what I see. Again, never done this analysis before. I'm seeing this live. You are seeing me do this live. Look at this. Just found a support level. Nice and easy. Just saw that about 2 minutes ago. The way I found that was I saw, hey, look, we're in an uptrend. Cool. Let's see if there's any bottoms or tops that substantiate that. We see a bottom right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. And then if we extrapolate that, we see a bottom right here. Let's look at this. What is this? This is convergence of support. This is convergence of support. We talk about that in CT2A. It's a concept called the convergence of support and resistance. In this case, it's support. We see a support level on this double bottom at $1.60. We see a support level on this uptrend of support. Boom. What is the graph done? It's pulled back to that level. Awesome. So I can go ahead and show you that. Another thing I see on this live charting that I've never looked at this chart before. Another thing I see a trend line right here connecting these highs right here, right here, right here, right here, and right here. These are two very obvious trend lines to me, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrapolate them. Boom, check that out, guys. This is what I love about technical analysis. Look at technical analysis work. Never looked at this chart before, but I have already found 3 levels of support explaining where the graph pulled back to. $1.60 is right there. Makes a lot of sense that the graph would pull back there and bounce right there when we have all of these support levels and all of these support trend lines sitting right there at $1.60. Awesome. So now that we've just done our blank to bank technical analysis, the very first portion of it on the graph, the next thing I want to do is I want to look at the RSI and I want to look at the MACD. What else do we see on this chart? RSI is taking a big nosedive. RSI rallied to 90. Overextended. Obviously, massively overextended. We pulled back to 62. A lot of times when you're in a bull market, which it looks like this chart is in a bull market, it's a very, very, very young chart, so it's kind of hard to call it that. It's in a rally anyway. Normally during a rally in a bull market, you're going to see RSI pull back to around 40 to 50, maybe 60, and then it will bounce, so that might be indicative that we have a bigger correction over the next few days, but it also might mean that we are solid where we're sitting. But something I want to show you is, for the first time in the history of this chart, we're about to have a MACD cross, and it's a bearish one. We see that the MACD has been converging on itself for the last 10-odd days, and it looks like we're having that cross today. Just because we bounced here today does not mean we're not going to go back. We may pull back down here on this chart over the next couple of days to this level right here. Pulling back to these support levels would make a lot of sense, considering RSI is overextended, considering that we're having a correction on Bitcoin, and considering the MACD just crossed bearish. Okay, so we have that information in head. Now let's look at volume. Volume is massive. Volume has been massive for a while. We had this massive volume candlestick over on the 11th of February. It's still looking pretty healthy. Large volume normally indicates power in the trend. The trend is bullish, so it looks like we have a powerful bull market. Cool. That's good to know. TD sequential got hugely overextended here on the 5th of February, all the way through about Valentine's Day, the 14th, 15th of February. It is now reset. That's good. Four SMAs, nothing on there. VPVR, I'm not even going to bother with that because it's such a young chart. Bollinger, goodness gracious, that's some ugly Bollinger Bands. Let's turn off log chart. We saw the graph right here get massively through these Bollinger Bands, rally hugely outside of them. Now we're back inside of them. That's good. Let's also look at the 20 EMA, and we will see that it has also bounced somewhat on the 20 exponential moving average. So, guys, here's my analysis on the graph. First of all, I don't know the first thing about its fundamentals, so that's something you need to look into because especially with small cap altcoins like this one, you need to know what the fundamentals are doing because technical analysis is not the only factor at play here. However, the technicals actually look like the graph has strong support right beneath it at $1.60. It does look like it needs a small correction because we're seeing that MACD correct, because RSI could correct, because we rallied outside of the Bollinger Bands. It looks like we could see a small correction back down to $1.60 on the candle body. However, these technicals look strong. Is it a pump and dump coin? I don't know, guys. I've never looked at this chart before. I don't know the first thing about this project. I will tell you, however, our blank to bank technical analysis of taking a chart from literally nothing and doing analysis on it tells me in the last 10 minutes, I've literally never looked at this chart in my entire life. In the last 10 minutes, I have found that it looks like it's in a correction, needs to pull back to around $1.60, but otherwise it looks like it's a strong cryptocurrency in a strong bull market. Fundamentals not included in that technical analysis. Fundamentals being included might throw all of that out the window, but we're not going to go into the fundamentals on that coin today because I haven't done my research, and as my father always said, you ought to know your song well before you start singing. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and throw it back to chat real quick, and we're probably going to wrap it out after this. Any comments, guys?
I think we're good. I think we hit everything we needed to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, I think today was a good day. Thank you, stream. We love you guys a lot. Thanks for chiming in.
Heck yeah.
Look out for that tree costume coming either today, whenever we can get that costume in, guys.
Look out for that tree costume. Smee the Tree's about to come on stream.
Ready for Smee the Tree, baby.
Ready for Smee the Tree. Good deal, guys. Have you seen the ADA dip on Kraken? Yes, actually I did. I commissioned our chat earlier to make a meme about the Kraken dump and tweeted at me. I want to see that. When will we be adding TD sequential to CT2A? Probably in the next few months. I've been wanting to add that for a while. Good deal, guys. If you haven't already, guys, I want to encourage you, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And I want to wrap the stream out by saying this. The reason that we make this channel is very different than the reason most crypto YouTubers make YouTube videos. I want to be very clear about that, guys. A lot of people make crypto YouTube videos because it's profitable. There's a lot of money in crypto. I think you know that. That's not surprising. That's not why we make crypto videos. We make crypto videos and we talk about cryptocurrency because we believe in something. We fight for something. We have a cause here at this company, this channel. Guys, you might not know this just from looking at this stream. We have 7 employees other than me that help to build this channel. The reason that we all come to work every day is not for a paycheck. The reason we come to work is because we believe in the value of providing people financial freedom. That's why we do this. We are not here to enrich ourselves. We're here to give ourselves financial freedom as well as to give you financial freedom. We are here to serve each other humbly and help each other achieve the goals that each of us have been put on this planet to do. We all have a purpose. That purpose changes sometimes, but we all have a direction that we're supposed to be going. And the way that we get there is by being free of the shackles of things that hold us back in day-to-day life. You might be in servitude to psychological issues. You might be in servitude to monetary issues. You might be in servitude to relational issues. You might be in servitude to a bad job. We're here to help you if you're in servitude to money. We're here to help you reach financial freedom. And the way that we do that right now is by teaching you technical analysis. We do that by teaching you about cryptocurrency markets so that you can trade and invest in them profitably and make a difference in your life. Guys, I have been in financial servitude. I have been a servant to money, being screwed over because I couldn't afford basic necessities, and I have been financially free, where I didn't have to worry about it. And I'll tell you which one I choose. I choose financial freedom, but it's not going to come easy. It is going to be difficult, and I'm not going to be one of those people that runs a Facebook ad and says, join my course, and you'll have financial freedom, and you'll be rich overnight. I am not that person because I care about you too much to do that to you. I am going to come on this stream every single day and tell you the truth that is going to take hard work, but it can be done. Any one of you can have financial freedom. You can stop worrying about money, but you're going to have to work for it. I'm going to give you the tools, but I can only lead the horse to water. I can't make you drink. So if you're interested in that mission, if that's something that resonates with you, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you a thing, and we are striving every single day to provide as much value as we possibly can to you. Give me a 1 in chat if we're doing a good job of that. Give me a 2 if we're not. I want to hear it because it is truly our mission to make sure that that comes to a reality, and if we're missing something, I want to know about it so that we can fix it. Any final thoughts, guys?
I think that's exactly it. We're all about providing as much value to you guys as possible and seeing you guys grow. So if we're not doing that, we'd love to hear feedback.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Huge to hear what do you guys want to see? What are the things that you guys want help with? Just let us know in the chat. You can tweet at us.
Yeah.
Just give us all your insight and input, and that'll help us out a lot to be able to serve you guys the best we can.
Good deal.
Yeah, I would say I agree with that a lot. And I hope you guys know Jeb isn't just talking for the stream. This is how he functions in office. Like, this is the conversations that we have. And this is the way that Jeb views the world. Like, he genuinely wants financial freedom for all of our following. So if he says that a lot or repeats it a lot, it's because it's something that's genuinely on his mind and his heart and the way that he functions.
That was our producer, Dasa, who is in charge of our production department. Thank you very much, Dasa, for that. It's true. It really is. It's something I talk about a lot because I see the value in it. I've seen the changes made in my life. I started this channel because I wanted to help my father and myself reach financial freedom because we were struggling. Now that we have accomplished that goal, now that we have been able to help myself and my dad, now we're able to help our employees, now we're able to help you guys, that vision has become a lot bigger. That vision has become a vision to help you guys reach financial freedom because I believe in the value of it. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Guys, that's going to wrap it out for this stream. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. I think I've said that probably what? Do we have a counter going? I think I've said the word subscribe like 70 times.
We'll get a counter, don't worry.
We'll get a counter. I love that. We'll get a counter, yeah. Do it. Hit the subscribe button. It's totally free. We're trying to get to 100K subs. Anyway, that's enough of that, guys. I hope you did enjoy today's stream. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Boom. We got to figure out how to get the... I got a real good feeling.